I'm Jennifer Kite, and thanks for joining us tonight. When we apply the magic of television to good medicine stories, we sometimes get what seem like instant results. But as Simon Reeve reports, it's often the long and lonely months of rehabilitation where the true miracle of healing takes place.
Andy Harrison was a triathlete and a fitness fanatic. His appearance today reveals little evidence of the battle that he fought and won against huge odds. His life and death race began on this stretch of road 2 weeks before Christmas in 1992.
I was cycling up and down this road and a car hit me from behind. He was travelling at an estimated speed of 100 kilometres an hour. This was the result. My helmet was left like that. And when I see it, I can hardly believe that my head was in it and I'm still alive.
Not only was Andy a physical mess, but his brain injury was so severe he couldn't walk or talk, nor did he have control over any part of his body. It was thought he'd be confined to a wheelchair for life, and from the extraordinary images you're about to see, that seemed like a strong possibility. Inside a few weeks, Andy's broken frame had dropped nearly 40 kilograms. After the surgeon's work, a team of specialists at the Victorian Rehabilitation Centre began rebuilding his body and his mind.
Everything was just so immeasurably hard. I had to rely on people all day, every day. It's the biggest transformation in life that you could ever imagine.
He was a mess. He needed total care. He was actually in the amnesic state for a total of 3 months from the time of the accident.
93 now it is. 1993 now, apparently.
How do you feel when you see the tape back of that person?
It's like watching a movie about somebody else.
The damage he suffered to the front of his brain affected his personality and his cognitive thinking. Like assembling a jigsaw puzzle, the team worked in stages to piece Andy together again. The goal, to make him a functioning, independent human being. His fitness helped save his life, but it was his mental toughness that pulled him through the long haul.
When I was first knocked over, I decided I would not become a prisoner of ABI, acquired brain injury. No way. There was the guy there, Porter, always used to shout to me, "No surrender." And I could have assured people that from then until I lived a normal life, there will never be any surrender.
These are very excellent changes that I've seen over the years that I've been dealing with you.
Only about 20% of patients with severe brain injuries recover to Andy's level. It took him 18 months of physical and emotional torment before he finally walked out of the rehab centre.
He's very focused, very motivated, and I think that has helped him to achieve what he has today.
You won't sleep.
The final chapter in his physical recovery was a total reconstruction of his right knee. It was the green light to take on the world again. Did you get the sweaty palms? Or?
No, I don't know.
Did you the first time?
No, I didn't know. I had the best instructors and over I went, no problem at all.
You're a braver man than I am.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, good luck down there.
Flip it over, do it all the way back up.
That's one thing that I lost, all my fear of anything. I've been so close to death now that what can frighten me? Nothing.
Go, Andy.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
How does it feel?
Feels great.
Andy is now on a personal mission to erase some of what he sees as community ignorance of people with acquired brain injury. There could be no better messenger for the cause.
When I was knocked over and I was in hospital, my parents were told I would maybe sit in a wheelchair for the rest of my life and dribble. That provides me with the source of inspiration to really drive myself to achieve something.
Well done.
And never give up hope. Just fight it. Hope will keep you going. But in the end, it's down to you. If you want to get better, you can.
brunt of the car, and then the sort of massive impact of the body hitting the ground again. His most significant injury is his brain injury, his ABI, and that's been the one from which he's made the more miraculous recovery that some people may not have. He had bleeds, internal bleeds in his brain, which affected one whole side of his body, and also to some extent the other side of his body. On top of the brain injury, his major problems were all orthopaedic. It was quite remarkable that Andrew didn't suffer any significant abdominal or thoracic injuries. Most of it was to his limbs or the extremities, and he had significant fractures of both legs and and his hands as well. His knees were the most significant injury in terms of his recovery from an orthopaedic point of view. He basically had what was usually known as a windswept type injury to his knees, so that the ligaments in both knees, as well as having fractures in his legs, the ligaments in both knees had basically been torn or collapsed, or as his orthopaedic surgeon put it, wiped out.
He went to answer the phone, and I knew from the way my husband's voice dropped that something terrible had happened. And then you...
Yeah, then he told me it was Squadron Leader Richardson in London, and that Andy had an accident, and it was pretty serious. And he said, would we like to go to Australia? I said, yes.
We were taken into the intensive care, but nothing could have prepared us for what
Yeah.
I couldn't speak, or I couldn't swallow, I couldn't move my legs. It was...
Yeah, there was wires, tubes, instruments, flashing, everything. We didn't know.
Oh, it was...
So,
you couldn't... Nothing could prepare you for it.
Yeah.
Where's your dad, Andy?
Okay, Andrew. Right. Give us a wave. That's it. Give us a wave. That's it.
Wow. Andy, is it something about your leg?
Tell us.
Yes, about your leg.
What about it? Where does it hurt?
Lifting your bottom. Lift this bottom and across. Good man, well done. And shoulders.
You've got to tell us.
Sunday the 25th of March. And we're on video
What year?
at
What year?
3:10
How about
in 1983.
Do you think your dad's reaction's telling you something?
No. Run. Okay, Dave.
As a symbol of my promises.
As a symbol of my promises.
I choose you to lead